Good afternoon, and welcome to North Central Missouri College. My name is Taylor Morrison, and I am honored to serve as the 2025-2026 Student Senate President. Today truly is a special day. Not only are we celebrating the grand opening of the Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center, but we are also recognizing 100 years of history, growth, and community at NCMC. This Student Center represents more than just a building. It is a place where students can connect, collaborate, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Personally, one of my favorite things about NCMC is the home away from home feeling that I get here. The people here create a community that is unmatched. The Student Senate and the entire student body are incredibly grateful to everyone who has made the Nuttall Student Center a reality. Because of your generosity, students will have a place that truly feels like a home on campus. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Kathy McKay, NCMC Foundation Board Treasurer and Distinguished Alumna.
Thank you, Taylor. Would you please bow with me for a moment of prayer? Our Heavenly Father, what a joyous day you have given us to celebrate and gather at the opening of the Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center. We celebrate this building, a testament to what you have achieved when we all come together with a shared vision. We dedicate this building to you, asking for your presence to dwell within its walls. May it be a place of peace, purpose, and unity, where all who enter find wisdom, protection, and joy. Bless this space and those who work, visit, and gather here. It is in your precious name we pray. Amen. What an exciting day. I'm Kathy McKay, and it is truly my pleasure to share this special occasion with all of you. I currently serve as treasurer of the North Central Missouri College Foundation Board, a role which I honor greatly, and I feel very honored to hold this role. But more importantly, I am a graduate of Trenton Junior College, class of 1978. The time has come for all of us to finally see inside this gorgeous building. Construction began 19 months ago, and it captured all of our attention as we drove by, very anxious to see what was taking place inside. What a change from 1977-78, when our student lounge was a converted classroom in the northeast corner of Geyer Hall. Much fun was had there, and many memories were made. But I am certain that the current and future students of NCMC will enjoy this beautiful building and the new Student Center just as much as what I did back in 1977 and 78, and they will cherish the memories for years to come. The Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center was made possible by many. Each one of you who donated in any way to the campus campaign should be very proud of your part in making this dream a reality. It truly takes a village, and NCMC has always been built and strengthened by a village of devoted and dedicated people. We all share a vision for the committed, continued advancement of the college. Congratulations for 100 years. It is now my pleasure to introduce my longtime friend who has been a member of the NCMC Foundation Board since its inception 39 years ago. He's currently serving as president of the trustees, of which he has been a part of for the past 33 years. Chris Hoffman, thank you for your service to our community and to North Central Missouri College.
Which one? This one? This one?
That one over there.
This one? Okay, all right. You just forgot to tell them I was just 16 when I went on the foundation board. So my duty today was to tell a little bit of history, and Alicia said 15 minutes total. I'll try, but I've got a lot of history to talk about because I've been around a while. But in 1925, there were two local newspapers that were being published in Trenton, and they were promoting the organization of a junior college here in town. They were both completely filled with ads of support from businesses and individuals around town. At that time, there was a group of people called the Commercial Club who were business men and women from around town that were very strong. Trenton was a growing community in that day. They were kind of a central point for several counties. And the Commercial Club the president was Don McVeigh. And there's a quote in here that I just thought I should read. And this is out of Better Than They Knew. It was a book that Tom Brown authored about the first 75 years of Trenton Junior and Junior College and NCMC's history. But this is a quote from Mr. McVeigh. He said when they were talking about creating a junior college here in town, he said, "Undoubtedly, this is the most important matter to come before the people of Trenton during the period of my activity in civic affairs. The development brings to the doors of the great mass of our citizenship something most important of which they have use, an education, and brings it at a minimum of cost, placing the opportunity for education beyond the high school course in the reach of practically every boy and girl through the exercise of a fair degree of thrift." Now the 1925 version of that, the 2025 version of that. Quality education at an affordable price. That's one of our mottos. And I think it's just perfect that his quote matches up exactly the way we operate today. There was Governor Hyde had just finished his term as governor of the state of Missouri, and he was a Trenton person. And through his leadership and the superintendent of Trenton Schools, O.G. Sanford, and just a lot of committees were formed to bring Trenton Junior College to fruition. And in one of the newspapers, so there was a committee organized to raise $5,000. That was the seed money they needed to start the junior college. And in one of the newspapers, they published everyone that gave even $1 to create that fund. And it's just pretty amazing what kind of a grassroots effort it was to start Trenton Junior College. I've been around long enough that I've experienced a few presidents that have come along. The first one that I was on the board with was Dr. Jim Selby. Before him was Dr. Gasky, and he was responsible basically for getting the name changed from Trenton Junior College to North Central Missouri College. It was met with a little bit of a criticism, but honestly, that was one of the better things that ever happened to us. That set us on our own path. He also did away with athletics. That wasn't the most popular thing in the world, but we've survived that, and we got that all going again. So when Dr. Selby got here, we had previous to that, the leadership of the college was from a superintendent of schools of the R9 district. But Dr. Selby was really the first one that had a lot of college experience. He got us going. He embraced the foundation and encouraged the foundation. The foundation became very active at that point. We hired a foundation director. Jack Derry was our first foundation director. And we had a first master plan, which we don't look anything like that plan. But the fact was, it was an idea. It was thoughts about the future. We were looking to the future. And that was important at that time. And then Dr. Nolte came along, and it was a rough time at NCMC. We just survived through his leadership. Then a guy named Neil Nuttall came along. And things started to happen. So Cross Hall was built. Geyer Hall was renovated at the end of his tenure. The Barton Ag Campus was established, and NCMC really was taking off. It was a lot of foresight from him, a lot of hard work, and a lot of good people working together to make things happen. And then our President Dr. Claver, when we hired him, we said we need to increase enrollment. That's what we need. We've gotten facilities in pretty good shape. We have enough classroom space. And so we went from a nice enrollment to almost 2,000 students this year. That's a record for NCMC. He facilitated the Savannah campus expansion, which we've always served in the 16 counties of the northwest corner of the state, but we always felt we weren't doing an adequate job of serving them. And then all of a sudden, Buchanan County was thrown on our lap too, and so we really were inspired to do something. There was state money available at the time. The foundation, Alicia and her crew worked really hard in Savannah to raise funds there, and we built a beautiful campus in Savannah, which is only going to make us NCMC stronger today, and that's been a great part of our growth. My next to last point is, and I can't leave this out, but the growth and the advancement of this college is due a lot to the staff, the instructors, and the people here. As a trustee, over the years, when I was first a trustee, there were still teachers here that were teachers when I was here, and which was not a bad thing. I always say it at graduation. I said, the education you've gotten here will be second to none, and I stand behind that today. But as generations went along, I've kind of seen 3 generations of instructors and staff come along, and you're concerned about, are we still giving the care to our students that we always have? And I can tell you with a lot of confidence that it's only getting better every day. And thank you to everyone that has made NCMC the place it is today. Is that enough history? Okay. So it's my privilege and do I get to introduce Dr. Nuttall? Okay. It's my privilege and honor to I said I wasn't going to do this. Dr. Neil Nuttall.
It's going to make me cry, Chris. Thank you, Mr. Hoffman. To the foundation members, to our distinguished Board of Trustees, the administration, faculty, staff, and students of North Central Missouri College. This is truly the honor of a lifetime. So it is with a humble heart and the deepest gratitude that I stand before you this afternoon to assist in opening the Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Services Building. We're going to see how many times we can say that, Dr. Clay. Sure music to my ears. Education has truly been the core of my soul. During numerous visits with Dr. Albert Cross, he and I discussed that learning is the one thing that no one can take from you. This belief was a statement and a standard that embodied Dr. Cross's paradigm. Dr. Cross was first a classroom teacher. He served as a pharmacy tech during his service in the military, later obtained a pharmacist degree, and then lastly, a medical doctor. Dr. Cross valued education. It's so wonderful to see the number of students that are here today, because as I reminisce about my tenure as president, I fondly recall the pirates who have traversed these grounds and had a hope of a better job, an improvement in the quality of their life, or the achievement of a dream that once was out of reach. I truly love community colleges. This was first evidenced in Cross Hall, as has been mentioned, a premier facility that's dedicated to the nursing and allied health professions. Dean and Carol not only assisted greatly in helping to raise funds for this and donating. But they did more. They breathed life into this building. They had numerous visits with students. They provided endless scholarships for students. But more importantly, they created a culture of belongingness. Additionally, the Crosses have made a significant contribution to this wonderful building. As we look at their entire dedicated lives, it's absolutely amazing. The 100 years of this institution has fulfilled its purpose to elevate its population to become productive members of society, and then in turn continue the legacy of learning. My special wife, who is an educator of 54 years, always ends each one of her classes with the statement, "Go out and make a difference." And that's why I'm so proud to have so many students here today. Because I summon you to take to heart that statement and to be a giver and not a taker, to be a lifter, not a leaner, to be a cause for positive change, not an excuse maker. The many contributions under the direction of Dr. Claver have made this absolutely beautiful facility a reality. I also thank the donors, as well as Dr. Claver's visionary leadership to make this all possible. I have some special guests with me that have traveled all the way from Rogers, Arkansas to share this time with me and have become lifelong friends. I also have my special daughter, Natalie, who went to NCMC and went on to obtain her degree, who made the trip from Dallas. And thank you, Natalie, for being here with me during this special moment. This legacy, has been mentioned by Chris, will positively impact students for years to come. And to those who have gone before, I now pay tribute to my mentor and my dearest friend, Dr. Albert Cross. He embodied the essence of what a giver is. Also to his precious wife, Carol, who's here with us today, who encapsulates his spirit and carries on his bequest. I thank Carol for her continued friendship, although the miles have separated us. My gratitude is always to God. And I've always said the best thing that God ever did for me was to have a partner like I have in my wife, Susanne. No greater honor to share this building name with her. But the Lord has directed both of our paths and allowed us to become, at this phenomenal place, in this precious moment, to impart the proud tradition of North Central Missouri College for the next 100 years. So it is now my extreme pleasure to introduce your president, Dr. Landon Claver.
Well, as the final speaker, there's really one thing to keep in mind when it's 25 degrees and breezy, is that be fast. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Good afternoon. What an exciting day for North Central Missouri College as we celebrate not only the grand opening of the Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center, but also our 100th anniversary, a century of excellence and student success. This is a proud moment for our entire community. Students, faculty, staff, alumni, donors, and friends who have all played a part in shaping the college North Central Missouri College has become today. I'd like to begin by offering my sincere appreciation to those who had the vision, dedication, and generosity to make this project possible. Thank you to the members of the Campaign Executive Committee for your leadership during the Transforming Lives and Empowering People Major Gifts campaign. And a thank you to the Student Center Planning Committee led by NCMC Vice President for Business Services Tyson Otto for the attention to detail and the commitment to creating a facility that truly serves the needs of our students. To the Board of Trustees, thank you for your steady guidance and support of this project and all efforts that advance our mission. To the NCMC Foundation, your tireless fundraising efforts and stewardship efforts help make this vision a reality. To Ellison Oxford Architects and Lahan Construction, thank you for designing and constructing a facility that will serve generations of students with pride and purpose. I'd like to just mention the significance of the facility. The Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center represents far more than bricks and mortar. It's a space dedicated to the student experience, to the fostering of community, connection, and growth, both embodied by Dr. Neil Nuttall and Susanne Nuttall. This magnificent facility will be a vibrant hub of student life, where friendships are formed, leadership is developed, and learning extends beyond the classroom. It reflects the kind of campus vibrance and energy that defines a modern, thriving campus. As we celebrate our 100 years of TJC and NCMC, this building embodies our commitment to the future, ensuring that the next century of NCMC is brighter than the last. It stands as a testament to our continued mission, providing accessible, affordable, and quality educational programs. To Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall, thank you for your years of leadership, service, and inspiration. This facility is a well-deserved tribute to your lasting impact on our college. To the late Dr. Albert Cross and Carol, whose generosity made this naming possible, we honor your legacy and the lasting difference you have made. And to everyone gathered here today, thank you for your continued belief in NCMC. Together, we are building a stronger and more vibrant future. I have one more thanks to offer, and that's to my wife, Pam, who has stuck with me all through the trials and tribulations of building this facility, raising funds, and garnering the support of all of you here. So I thank her greatly. Now the moment has arrived. It's time to officially open this beautiful new facility. Mrs. Carol Cross and Mrs. Susanne Nuttall, would you please join me to cut the ribbon and open the Dr. Neil and Susanne Nuttall Student Center?